Hey, what's up, guys? Today I'm going to be teaching you how to scream. Uh, this is my first tutorial, and so it's going to be kind of weird. I'm going to try to explain it to like the fullest extent that I can. And so today I will be teaching you how to do a low false chord growl. This is a type of growl, the type of scream that you find in like death metal, just the low guttural sounding stuff. And so before I teach you how to do it, I have to kind of explain how it happens. So basically, the reason it's called a false chord scream is because you actually have two sets of vocal cords, and one is like your main vocal cords, and then the other one is kind of like above it. And when you do a false chord, you're basically pushing. You're just a quick tip. None of it comes from your throat when you scream. If you feel it coming from your throat, if you're pushing from your throat, you're doing it wrong and you need to stop because you could really hurt your vocal cords. And so all of it comes from your diaphragm. Uh, Basically, when you push from your diaphragm, you should feel it puff out a little bit. And that's how you know you're singing from your diaphragm. And so, yeah, when you push from there, you're basically allowing the air to flow through your normal vocal cords, but you're pushing so hard, and not necessarily hard, but you're pushing it so that the second set of vocal cords, the false chord, they start smacking up against each other and kind of rubbing up against each other, and that creates that sort of distorted sound. Uh, so yeah, let's get into it. Basically, in order for me to do it, usually I use this technique where kind of like you know how when you just like had enough, you kind of just let out this sigh, this just long sigh, just you're just tired to heck and back. I kind of use that with a mixture of another technique people use, where basically they mimic like a dog barking. So like, you know how like when you're trying to make that barking sound, you go like, roof, 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 and you'll push it with that. Basically, we're just taking that and we're sustaining it. We're putting more air into it. So, uh, two ways to learn it is the first one. I was using the sigh, basically just going to it, and you're basically using that sigh, but you're going to start pushing a little more, just, and you're pushing from your diaphragm right here. The second one, the bark, you're going to do that, where you're pushing a little more, but you're going to extend that. You're going to go, but then you're going to go, and so and so so basically those two types. The first one has a little more air. The second one has a little more full voice to it. And so basically to do this, you really have to be hydrated. So before even attempting this, make sure you're hydrated. It takes 24 hours for water to hit your vocal cords. So if you're dehydrated, don't even attempt this for 24 hours after you've gotten a lot of water. But basically, you have to keep those false cords wet because when they like rub up against each other, that's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. But if they're dry, then they start rubbing really hard against each other, and it could really like chafe and like cause like bad stuff to happen to your vocal cords. And so I'm gonna run through those again. The first one is the sigh technique. And basically you're acting like you're like getting mad. Like you go from that done with the world side, like you're just done with it, and you're kind of getting mad with it, and just and you're kind of transitioning into that more distorted growl. And then the bark one, that one feels a little more like from your throat, but it's because you're pushing a little harder from your diaphragm, and so it's coming up is coming up and your false chords are going a little faster. And so, yeah, that's how I usually do it. I'll run through it one more time. And then the bark one. And so, yeah. And on false chords, they're not the ones that you like can hold for a long period of time because they use more air. You're pushing all that air out through your false chords, through your normal vocal cords. And so, yeah. I think that's about it. That's about it. Just once you're hydrated, once you've warmed up, I'm gonna do another video on stuff that I do to warm up my voice before doing this. Just go through those two techniques. Take it slow. The side technique, start slow. Just kind of try to build up that thing first, and then start pushing more, and make sure you're always pushing from your diaphragm. I've been screaming for 5 years now, and I'm just now starting to like get good at multiple different types of techniques and be able to transition and go for longer periods of time. So if you cannot get this at like the start, it is not anything about your voice. You just haven't practiced it enough. Usually people say to start with fry screams, by the way, but I started learning with false chord screams, and I feel that it can really like get your voice ready for fry screams. So yeah. And again, make sure to be careful when it comes to false chords. You can really mess up your voice if you don't do it right, if you're not hydrated enough, if you do it from your throat instead of your diaphragm. And if anything starts to hurt at all, just stop. Just stop what you're doing. Don't even try to do it again. Wait at least 24 hours. If you feel anything start to hurt and it like hurts a little bit after, wait a week. Because your voice is an instrument, and if you damage it, then if you keep damaging it, it will die. You will lose your voice, and for some people, they never recover. So, yeah. Leave a comment if you have any questions about those techniques, and I will be back with more techniques later. I'm going to teach y'all how to do highs, how to do fries, how to